Just FYI, as I was trying to cook,
What'd you do?
Uh-oh.
as I was trying to cook, there may be blood involved. Hello and welcome to Repertory Company Theater RCT360. And today is episode number 39. We're almost there. We're almost over the hill. I'm Deidre Sherm.
I'm Laura Alley.
I'm Rachel Ratcliffe.
And today, ladies, with everything that's been going on, we like to bring the positive. So today, we're bringing you the upside here on RCT 360. And before we get started with anything, I want to start off with a little of encouragement. And so grab your teacups, lady. It's time for Tea with Deidre. All right, ladies, do you have your tea?
I do. Rachel?
Yes.
Rachel, what do you have there?
Yes, I do have my tea.
Well, we welcome all kinds of tea here. In fact, what do I have today? I can't even read it. It's by Moodah. Can you see that?
Oh, it's white tea. White tea is my very
white
favorite.
tea, and I'm drinking in it is the official wedding teacup for Fergie and Andrew. And
Nice.
although unfortunately,
Wow.
look, can you see it? It's like those serious. I got this at a thrift store in Plano
impressive.
for $1.25. So I felt really good about
That's worth the money.
Totally.
That's right. Well, ladies, sit back for just a moment. And I'd like to take a moment to try to encourage you and try to encourage those of you who are watching at home. You know, it has been really a crazy year, and now we're starting this new year. And I don't know if you've experienced the same thing I have, but it's a little exhausting. It's worn me out a bit, and it's worn my kids out a bit. And sometimes we go through these trials and tribulations, and we're kind of got some trauma and maybe some hurts that need to heal. And so what I want to encourage you to do today is to do something creative. Now, I have taken a lot of online readings of psychology. I'm not a psychiatrist, but I have read many times on the internet and beyond that the same place in your head that has healing is where we have creativity. And so when you are creating, you're helping to heal. So if you're feeling stuck in a rut, or you're feeling a little down, or you just need a little or maybe your kids do, I would like to suggest that you try something creative. It could be drawing, writing, journaling, painting. It doesn't have to be big. It can be small. You know, something that I'm trying, and actually I have this on right now, my apron, because right now between soccer and school and picking up the kid from work, I don't have much time to do dinner. I'm really putting it together now. I have decided to try one of these online boxed meals that they send to you, and they send you all the cool ingredients, and then they give you this step-by-step. I'm going to try some creativity in the kitchen today to work on myself and my healing. So if that sounds like something you need, try a little creativity. And I would like to suggest that if you can't think of anything, turn on your favorite song today and just spend a few moments dancing. So that's my encouragement today. Take a drink or kiss your cow, whatever. Laura, what would you like to add?
Well, if you're looking for something creative to try, the Dallas Arboretum has new virtual tours that go on almost every single day. Or you could visit in person. It's $5 admission for the month of January, which I know that is a really good deal. There are free and repeating programs going on. Visit a tasteful place for sampling, cooking demonstrations, learn to grow presentations, horticulture presentations, and daily harvests. And for more information on that, you can visit dallasarboretum.org. Rachel.
All right, so many of you enjoyed our book recommendations last week, including myself. So we're going to be continuing that and highlighting more great reads throughout the month of January. This week, we have recommendations from the new director of the Richardson Library, Jennifer Davidson, which is very exciting. Who knows books better than the new director of the library? So she says that there are 3 books that she recommends. Most of them are fairly new within the last 12 months. So if you're looking for a new read, you might try one of these. The first one is When No One Is Watching, which is a thriller by Alyssa Cole. I love a thriller. Those are the ones that keep you up until like 3 in the morning reading. So in this one, Sydney Green is Brooklyn born and raised, but the neighborhood she loves is being erased before her very eyes. For sale signs are popping up everywhere, and the neighbors she's known all of her life are disappearing. To preserve the past, Sydney channels her frustration into a walking tour. But in her walking tour, she finds an unlikely and unwanted assistant in one of the new arrivals on the block. So that's a good little teaser. Check that out. Good gracious. Moonflower Murders. How about Moonflower Murders by Anthony Horowitz? It's from the author of The Magpie Murders, if you have read that, and it comes a brilliantly complex literary thriller with echoes of Agatha Christie. So I'm looking for a book. I think I'm going to go look up the Moonflower Murders. And then finally, Invisible Girl by Lisa Jewell. So check this out. One Valentine's night, young Sapphire Maddox disappears. A missing girl, a guilty man, a deadly secret. So all of these books, conveniently enough, are available at the Richardson Library, so you don't even have to go buy them. Go check them out at the library and get some good reads on.
Well, I love that. Lots of thrills to come with those books. And you know what thrills me is, Rachel, when you open the book of your life with Quarantine Confessionals. How about you take it away?
Thank you, Deidre. And welcome once again to another installment of Quarantine Confessions. Come closer, closer, but not too close. Okay, friends, today we've been talking about positivity and the upside of things. And I like to think of myself as a pretty darn positive person most of the time. I try and find the good in things and people, but if there's anything that the last year has taught us, is sometimes that can be hard. And I feel like over the last 12-ish months or so, I've lost a little bit of my edge of positivity, partially because I don't get to do all of the creative healing things that I used to do when we could, leave the house. So I decided that I need a mantra for 2021 to gain back some of the positivity I've lost. And that is, in 2021, I will have the confidence of my Pomeranian and the happiness of my toddler. Let me unpack that a little bit. So Zora is my Pomeranian that I live with, and would have been a prop in this segment had she not run out of the house about 30 seconds before I started filming this. So if I'm a little bit out of breath, that would be why. Anyway, she's fine. Don't worry about Zora. But Zora knows she's pretty. She knows that she is deserving and entitled of treats and scratches. Zora has 0.0% imposter syndrome in her life. We should all get down to where Zora's at. And then there's my toddler. Now, I think we all know that being 2 and 3-ish comes with a lot of high highs and low lows, but I want to talk about those highs because there is nothing purer than the happiness of a toddler when they see something like a plane or a helicopter, a big yellow bus, or when they proudly come in the door and yell to you, "Mommy, I go Target." And don't get me wrong, that gets Mommy really excited too. So What do Zora and Leo, my toddler, have in common other than having me completely wrapped around their finger is they don't make it too complicated. It's the simple things in life that can bring you sometimes the very most happiness. And so that is what I am clinging to in 2021. So if on our next episode of RCT360, you see that one of our sponsors is Zora and Leo Life Coaches, I hope you'll show them some support. It helps my bottom line at the end too. But that, my friends, is my quarantine confession.
I think my new hashtag for this year is going to be hashtag be like Zara. So that's awesome. I'm going through my honey mustard thing here. Let's see what's in this bag that they brought me. Got some broccoli, it looks like, and then onion, and what do they call this? Rainbow carrots. Oh, it is a good day when you get some rainbow carrots. And it's also a good day when Laura's got us a special in the Spotlight interview. And it might be from one of our new RCT rep members. I don't know. Let's check it out. Take it away, Laura.
This week's In the Spotlight guest is one of my favorite people on the planet. Please welcome to our webcast, Chris Edwards. Hi, Chris.
Hi, Laura.
Long time no see. We're so glad to have you with us today.
Thank you very much.
First of all, can you tell us a little bit about who you are and what it is that you do?
Okay, well, my name is Chris Edwards, and I have worked with RCT in the past as an actor. In fact, I went to school for theater before I pursued an actual career. No disparagement meant to professional actors. I'm a librarian at UTD, and so that is my primary bread and butter, and theater is my life, which is not the same thing. That's who I am, and that's what I do.
Nice. And obviously with the pandemic, I can assume that your line of work has changed quite a bit. How has that affected what you do?
It's changed, and in some ways it actually has highlighted stuff that we've been doing for a while. Librarianship has always kept up with changing formats and changing access. So we've been online for 20 years, with ebooks and electronic journals and things like that. But now that I've been working from home for almost 10 months, it's really forced some of our customers to meet us online where they didn't really want to use ebooks or they didn't know how to use ebooks. So fortunately, we were prepared. It does mean that I've gotten to work with a dog in my office. He currently, I think it's out of frame, but he moved from over there to over here, and he's moving back now. So if you hear him jingling, that's him.
That's great. He's awesome. So obviously you said you started with pursuing theater, but obviously you changed. How did you get started with library sciences?
Well, it kind of happened all by accident. When I was a theater major at Texas Tech, I worked in the library, shelving books at first, and then I worked at one of the services desks. And when I finished my degree, I needed a job to pay rent, and I found another job at another library at SMU. And that led to a master's degree in library science from UNT, and then now I work at UTD. So I'm sort of doing an informal survey of Texas universities and their libraries.
I can see that. What would you say is the best part about being a librarian?
Hands down, it's helping people, which is a really corny answer, but I think at the bottom of any job, it's always about the people that you work with and the people that you help. And I have had some students or experiences with even faculty who thought that using the library or getting access to something was going to be the most frustrating or difficult part of their degree, and I'm able to help them figure out what's in the way of them finding what they're looking for, and usually it will turn into a really rewarding and fun experience for them. And so I have had more than one student who's sent me a thank you letter after they graduated, which is really empowering, and it makes you feel really good.
What would you say to someone who is interested in pursuing a career in library sciences and becoming a librarian?
My short answer would be go for it, because there's all different types of libraries and there's all different types of jobs. So whatever you're interested in, there's probably a library or a librarian for that. And there are some librarians who are really introverted, the classic librarian who prefers to work just with the books, and they do cataloging and processing and all of the back end system. And then there's librarians who are very outgoing, who will be children's librarians, or like me, an instruction librarian at a university. So there's all in between. And then the other thing I would say, which is probably, that was my short answer. My longer answer, which might end up being my short answer, is to volunteer, spend some time in a library and make sure that you know what you're getting into, because there's a lot of great things about being a librarian, but you don't always, like, there's all kinds of range of patrons and users, and some of them are really fun to work with and some of them are a little cranky. And you just need to know all the moving pieces that you can't really predict until you've been there.
Right. Well, Chris, it sounds like if I need library help, I would definitely come to you, because you are one of the smartest people I know. And it is so great to spend some time with you today. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like you have gotten back into the fray at RCT and are a member of our company for this year. So hopefully I will get to be on stage with you or see you perform this year, which is incredible that you're
right
here
from 6 feet away.
Exactly. We will keep it safe so that we won't endanger anyone, but I look forward to seeing you real time and being on stage, or getting to see you on stage. And thank you for being with us today.
Thank you, Laura.
Oh, I love Chris. He is so sweet. What a great interview.
Chris is the best, and he's actually one of the smartest people I know.
He is super smart, and I stalk him on social media because he also has the world's cutest dog.
Bentley, I know.
And just like also a Renaissance man who knows how to do DIY projects all over the place. I'd love to get him over here to, I don't know, redecorate or something. So, well, hey, thank you so much for that, Laura, and looking forward to seeing you, Chris, on the RCT stage. I can't wait. Now, I hear we have a new game. Is that correct? Rachel, take it away.
Okay, everyone. In 2021, we're going to mix it up. We have a brand new game that we are debuting on RCT360 right now. Please welcome to Little White Lies. So in this game, each of us has two envelopes. One contains something that is true, and one contains a lie. And the other two of us will have to guess which one is which. We each get 3 questions, ladies. So there's a level of interrogation that we will have for each person. But we're gonna start this off with Deidre Sherm. Deidre?
Okay. Now, I don't know if this is bad, but I didn't want to write 1 and 2 on there because I want to reuse my
Okay,
so,
that's upcycling. You're good.
The white is number 1, and the yellowish, like dusty yellowish, is number 2. What do you choose?
Okay, Laura, you pick.
Okay, I'm gonna go with number 2.
Number two. Deidre, please read us what is in envelope number 2.
Okay, well, this is a clue for me what to say. My parents took me to Six Flags. And while we were standing in line to the big roller coaster, which I don't think they have now because I haven't been in a really long time, I was probably like 11 or 12, and I was chewing a bunch of gum. When my parents weren't looking, I took the gum and I threw it up to try to stick it onto the roller coaster as it came by. Of course, I didn't hit the roller coaster, but it stuck up there, or at least they thought it stuck up there, or someone in line thought that it stuck up there and went and got the people, and they came back and they had to shut down the ride for like 2 hours while it brought in a crew to try to find the gum. And so I got put on a list that I have to give my identifying information now that I'm an adult at the front before I can go in and come out. So,
Okay, can you give us a specific year in which this happened?
I was 11 turning 12. It was in the spring. So like 1983-ish.
What was the name of the roller coaster?
Was it like the Colossal, or is there a big, it was like a big wooden one?
That sounds made up. Did
Maybe I'm
you
wrong.
purchase said gum at Six Flags or bring it into the park with you?
It was in my mother's purse. We brought it with us.
Rachel?
Is this Six Flags Over Texas or a different Six Flags park?
Six Flags Over Texas.
Okay. And what flavor gum were you chewing?
That's a really good question. Probably juicy fruit. I don't remember, but I know that's what I liked back then. But I don't know. I can't remember it all.
And what were you wearing?
No clue. No clue at all. Maybe jeans and a rainbow t-shirt, which would be indicative at the time.
All right, was that our 3 questions each, Rachel?
I think that was our 3 questions each.
Okay.
So we have to decide. I think this is a lie. I do
I
not
totally-
believe this story.
Yes, I agree. I totally think this is a lie. That sounded like word vomit to me. So I'm going to go with,
Correct.
we're going to go with a lie.
Deidre?
It is absolutely a lie.
Woohoo!
Okay, next is Laura Alley's turn. Laura, please hold up your envelopes. I am going to choose. I decided I get to choose, and I choose envelope number 1.
All right, number 1, here we go. Read it as typed and not give too much information. I once went to a concert at Starplex, and Cowboys legend Daryl Moose Johnston bought me a Coke.
Oh, wow.
Okay, what was the concert?
It was Aerosmith.
Okay. How old were you at the time?
This is pre-Patrick. I was on a date with another guy, so I'm gonna say 22, 21 or 22.
Okay, yeah. Who was Daryl Johnston with?
He was with his wife.
All right. That adds layers, but that's my 3 questions. I'm done. Deidre?
How did you get there?
When I get there, I drove there with my date. You're actually on a double date with another couple. I won't say his name because he is a Facebook friend. So I was on a date and probably drove in his car to his friends maybe, and then maybe all drove together just to our friends.
What was the wife's response?
She did not know.
And did you take a picture of this said Coke?
I did not. The Coke? No, I did not.
Okay.
It's back before. Yeah. All right. That's 3 questions. I'm going to say this is true. I believe this story. I believe this story.
So I'm going to say it's false.
Oh wow, that would be
Split decision.
wrong. Yeah, Laura, tell us.
Okay, this is 100% true.
2 for 2.
And to
2 for 2
defend,
for
let
me.
me defend Daryl Johnston. He told me that he liked my backpack and his wife was looking for something like that to wear to the concert, and he wanted to know where I got it. And then I get back to my date and he goes, "Do you know who that was?" And I was like, "Nope, no idea." He goes, "That was Daryl Moose Johnson." I go, "Look, he just bought me this Coke." All right,
All right.
Rachel, you're up.
Okay, all right. Here are my envelopes. 1 and 1 2. Which will you choose?
Ooh. Deidre, which one?
I think number 2.
Number 2.
Okay. All right, here we go. Here is mine. Note that there's not much information shared. I sat next to the lead singer of War on an American Airlines flight and gave him my potato chips.
Where was this flight going? Where were you going?
Los Angeles.
Okay. And did you know that this was someone famous when you were sitting next to them, or did you just happen to give them the chips?
No, we were just, we started chatting. I'm not a big airline chatter, but he was chattier than me. And so we started a conversation and he volunteered the information.
Nice. And my last question would be, what kind of chips was it?
Ooh, that's a good question. I'm going to assume that they were Lay's. I believe that they were Lay's.
Okay, Deidre?
Why were you going to Los Angeles?
I was going to see my dad, who lived north of Los Angeles at the time.
And why was he going to Los Angeles?
Well, he was going home. He had been out in Dallas for one of the festivals, one of the spring festivals that they played.
And what year and month was this?
This would have been spring, summerish. So probably June is what I'm guessing. Yeah, no, it definitely was. No, I remember this trip. So it was beginning of June, and it would have been probably like in the 1998 time frame.
Lies, all lies.
I'm gonna say it's true.
Lies.
It feels
I'm gonna
like
say
something
lies.
that she would do because it's a random band. I feel like it's true.
Lies.
All right, so split.
Split. I'm gonna go split. Lies.
This story is in fact 100% true. True, 100% true. So yes, he was a very nice gentleman, and we chatted. I think he played the Wildflower Festival. And there's a, oh my friend, Rabaloo Rider.
So apparently, I lost all the way around. 100%. What's new about that? Every time involved in any game, even when it's about my own life, I'm gonna go back to cutting my rainbow carrots. And Laura, you have something for us. Why don't you take it away? Congratulations, winners. Congratulations. Thanks.
Welcome to Whatcha, my segment where I give you recommendations on things to try, things to eat, things to do. But this week I'm gonna do a Whatcha Watchin'. I'm gonna give you recommendations on things to watch or stream. And this week I am doing a top 3 shows to binge on Netflix. Okay, we're gonna start with number 3. Selena, the series. Yes, we had a Selena movie that came out in the 90s, but this is much more thorough in a retelling. Christian Serratos plays Selena, and if you thought J-Lo looked like Selena, Christian looks exactly like her, and you will actually be blown away by her performance. I was skeptical, but she's fantastic. She's spot on. So Selena, the series, season 1 is streaming on Netflix. All right. Number 2 would be Cobra Kai. It is the continuing story of Daniel LaRusso and his nemesis, Johnny Lawrence. It has such a great throwback feeling to the 80s. It will take you right back there. Lots of talks about Mr. Miyagi and the crane technique. You will love it. There are 3 seasons currently available to binge on Netflix. And my number 1 pick for the top show to binge would be Bridgerton. Shonda Rhimes has brought us an incredible story filled with sweeping settings, incredible costumes, and epic performances. Do yourself a favor and just watch episode 1 and you will be hooked. So that's it. My list of the top 3 shows to binge on Netflix. I know 2020 kind of blew, but 2021 is getting better. Remember, the beginning of 2020 gave us this guy. Ugh. But the beginning of 2021 gave us this guy. Deidre, back to you.
Laura, I couldn't see those too well. Can you hold those pictures back up? What are we looking at here?
Well, I know this is probably not the one you want to see,
Oh.
Joe Exotic, but I'm going to go ahead and just put this one up, the Duke of Ellingsworth. I mean, let's just leave that there.
There you are.
Laura,
There you
I'm just saying this is better than your To Catch a Predator and Post Malone combined.
This, I will agree, this is a step up from Post Malone. I agree.
I'm right. Finally.
I
Goodness.
will never get over that episode. I will never get over that episode.
I'm sorry that I scarred you for life, girls. I'm sorry.
Love it, love it. Well, ladies, we are now at the end of episode 39. It's time to wrap it up. Rachel, what do you have for us?
Well, I have something exciting to announce. Our restaurant of the week. This week's restaurant of the week is Tongue and Cheek Ice Cream on West Arapahoe in Richardson. Man, I love me some ice cream, and Tongue and Cheek Ice Cream is awesome. So they do something really fun. Did you know that every single day, Tongue and Cheek lists four names on their Facebook page for that day. And if your name is listed, you can go by that day and get a free scoop of delicious ice cream. So check them out on Facebook, get hooked up, and you might get some free ice cream out of it. Thank you, Tongue and Cheek.
Yes, let me tell you, they put my name up one day. It was Deidre. My name never gets called for anything. I couldn't be more thrilled. They are so yummy. If you get a chance, go over there and get that caramel crack ice cream. It is delightful.
I agree. My husband and children's fight over the caramel crack when it's in our freezer. So 71. The number is 71. That is 71 new members to RCT's rep company this year. So happy to have our returning actors as well as our new talent. And this is going to be an awesome year. It's going to start off with love letters, February 5th through the 14th. Signed, sealed, and delivered. Repertory Company Theater presents the perennial A.R. Gurney play Love Letters, starring two sets of talented actors for Valentine's Month. You will fall head over heels in love with the story of the 50-year correspondence between Melissa Gardner and Andrew Makepeace Ladd III. And so if you want to see that, you can actually see it twice because there's two different casts and you will enjoy it both times. Then we have Spam-A-Lot COVID edition, March 19th through the 28th. And to address social distance restrictions during the pandemic, this concert version of Spam-A-Lot is intended to be played to a socially separated audience by a cast of socially separated actors. It's appropriately placed, so you can count on Spam-A-Lot to always look on the bright side of life. And you might actually see someone you know. That will actually be my back to the stage debut, back to the RCT stage as the Lady of the Lake in Spam-A-Lot. So come out and see us. Deidre.
So funny. Can't wait for that.
That is wonderful news, Laura. I cannot wait to see you on stage. So thank you for that bit of news. Also, I probably am going to have to go see Love Letters twice because you've got Gary Anderson and Ruth Ellen in the first one, and then you've got Megan Dembski and Eddie Herring in the second one. Okay. And I mean, how do you choose? How do you choose?
No, you can't.
So, four stellar actors, and I'm sure it will be amazing. So looking forward to all those wonderful things happening at RCT. It's time to say goodbye. And we just want to say thank you to all of you who are watching. We love getting together and being able to come into your home or on your phone, wherever you are, and sharing some time, hopefully lifting you up in the middle of some crazy times. But we always want you to know that we love you and we can't wait to see you again. So until next time, I am.
You are.
We are.
RCT.
Bye, everybody.
Am I supposed to wash these? Who knows?
Probably.
They cook in the heat. They cook in the heat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, they're pretty.
E. coli or something.
They're pretty. Look at this.
Ooh. I wouldn't eat it until you wash it.
Every time I shower, people are like, "Oh, have you lost weight? Did you cut your hair? Did you color it?" And I go, "No, I showered."
I showered.
I showered. I love it.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm enjoying your pink and your hat and everything.
Mine is camo, which is nothing to see.
No wonder I couldn't see you.
I know, it's one camouflage to see eyelashes and a hat.
I was just wondering if I did this.
That's your boobs.
Not what I meant. Because I was trying to cook while I was listening. Somehow I dropped this plate and broke it on my leg, which is now bleeding.
Ooh.
Don't mind us.
Oh, we lost dogs on this episode. We broke
Right.
plates. People are bleeding.
Right? Oh no, we're going downhill real quick.
Yeah, things have taken a turn.
They have taken a turn.
One day you're young and wild and crazy, and the next day you're excited about air fryers. And I roasted broccoli in my air fryer last night, and it thrilled me. It
Nice.
thrilled me. Yeah, it was a really, really great experience.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ah,
I found
Band-Aid. Got one.
Oh, thank goodness.
But it looks like it's from like 1973.
Should
I don't
still
know.
work though. Should still
Fine.
work.
Still works. Hang on. Oh, oof. Yeah. It might be I don't know, there might be a piece in there. I don't know.
Oh,
Hey, try.
Okay. We're good. We got workman's comp, right? We're good.
Oh Lord.
no, I
Oh,
have
we-
I have a consent form waiver signed.
Yep.
Ah, dang it. Guess I'm supposed to peel the carrots first. Oh well.